There is something inside you that refuses to settle, something that whispers late at night, "This is not all you are capable of." That voice is not random. It is not foolish. It is not unrealistic. It is the truth trying to wake you up. You were not born just to survive. You were not born just to pay bills, scroll endlessly, complain about life, and repeat the same routine every day. You were born with potential so powerful that even you haven't fully understood it yet. But potential means nothing without decision. And today, right now, this moment, is your decision point. Are you going to live small, or are you going to rise? Look around you. Every great person you admire once stood exactly where you are standing, confused, afraid, doubting themselves. People like Oprah Winfrey faced rejection after rejection. Elon Musk was told his ideas would fail. Dwayne Johnson had only $7 in his pocket before becoming a global icon. The difference between them and everyone else wasn't talent. It wasn't luck. It wasn't perfect timing. It was a decision to keep going when quitting would have been easier. You see, most people don't fail because they aren't capable. They fail because they stop. They stop when it gets uncomfortable. They stop when progress is slow. They stop when results don't come fast enough. But success belongs to those who continue. Success belongs to those who endure the boring days, the painful setbacks, the lonely nights when nobody believes in them. If you can master endurance, you can master your destiny. Right now, your life might not look the way you want it to. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel behind. Maybe you compare yourself to others and think you are too late. But let me tell you something powerful. Comparison is the thief of courage. Your journey is yours. Your timeline is yours. The only person you should compete with is the person you were yesterday. Improve 1% every single day and watch how unstoppable you become. You don't need perfect conditions to start. You don't need everyone's approval. You don't need a guarantee. You just need commitment. Commitment when motivation fades. Commitment when nobody is clapping. Commitment when results are invisible. Because growth is invisible before it becomes visible. Seeds grow underground before they break through the surface. And right now, maybe you are underground, building strength that nobody sees. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your teacher. Rejection is not your enemy. It is redirection. Failure is not the end. It is information. Every setback carries a lesson, and every lesson makes you stronger if you choose to learn instead of complain. Understand this clearly. Discipline will take you places. Motivation never could. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is a decision, and decisions build empires. You are stronger than your excuses, you are bigger than your fears, you are more powerful than your doubts. But power unused is wasted, and dreams without action are hallucinations. If you want a different life, you must become a different person. Different habits, different mindset, different standards. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. This is only the beginning. Let me tell you something most people don't want to hear. Your future is not decided by your dreams. It is decided by your daily habits. Not what you post, not what you promise, not what you plan, but what you repeatedly do when nobody is watching. Because greatness is not built in the spotlight. It is built in the shadows. Every single morning you wake up, you are either building your future or destroying it. There is no neutral. Every hour matters. Every decision matters. The food you eat, the people you spend time with, the content you consume, the way you speak to yourself. It all matters. Success is not one big breakthrough moment. It is thousands of small disciplined actions stacked together. Look at legends like Michael Jordan. People celebrate his championships, but they don't talk enough about the hours he trained when nobody was in the gym. Think about Cristiano Ronaldo. Talent alone did not make him great. Relentless discipline did. The world sees trophies. The world does not see the sacrifices. And here's the truth. Sacrifices, the price of greatness. You cannot live like everyone else and expect extraordinary results. You cannot scroll for 5 hours and complain about not having time. You cannot stay comfortable and expect transformation. Comfort is the enemy of growth. The moment you feel too comfortable is the moment you stop growing. Most people are addicted to comfort. They avoid hard conversations. They avoid risks. They avoid challenges. But challenges are where character is built. Pressure creates diamonds. Resistance builds strength. The gym doesn't make you stronger because it's easy. It makes you stronger because it's hard. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. There will be mornings when your bed feels safer than your goals. There will be days when quitting feels logical. There will be moments when doubt whispers, maybe this isn't for you. But that is the moment that defines you. Because winners are not people who never feel doubt. Winners are people who act despite it. Let me ask you something powerful. Who are you when things get hard? Anyone can be motivated when life is good. Anyone can be confident when they are winning. But who are you when you lose? Who are you when nobody notices your effort? Who are you when results are slow? That version of you determines everything. The world does not reward intention. It rewards execution. You say you want success, but are your habits aligned with success? You say you want financial freedom, but are you learning, investing, growing? You say you want confidence, but are you facing fears or avoiding them? You say you want respect, but are you respecting yourself? Everything starts with self-respect. When you respect yourself, you keep promises to yourself. And when you keep promises to yourself, your confidence grows. Confidence is not built by affirmations alone. It is built by evidence. Evidence that you can rely on yourself. You don't need to be extreme. You need to be consistent. Small progress every day beats intense effort once in a while. One workout at a time, one page at a time, one skill at a time, one brave decision at a time. Your destiny is not written in the stars. It is written in your routines. And if you don't like your destiny, change your routine. This is where you rise. Let me tell you something that might change your entire perspective. The struggle you're in right now is not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're growing. Growth is uncomfortable. Transformation is painful. Evolution demands pressure. But nothing extraordinary is born in comfort. Think about the strongest people you know. Not the loudest, not the luckiest, the strongest. Every single one of them has a story filled with setbacks, disappointments, and moments where quitting would have been easier. J.K. Rowling was rejected multiple times before the world ever read her words. Steve Jobs was fired from the very company he built. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison before leading a nation. Their struggle did not stop them. It shaped them. Your hardship is shaping you right now. The problem is not that life is hard. The problem is that we expect it to be easy. We expect progress to be fast. We expect recognition to come quickly. We expect doors to open smoothly. But real success tests you first. It asks, how badly do you want this? And your answer is not spoken with words. It is proven with persistence. When things get hard, most people interpret it as a sign to stop. But what if difficulty is actually confirmation that you're on the right path? What if resistance means you're breaking limits? What if pain is proof that you're leveling up? Every time you face something uncomfortable and choose not to run, you become stronger. Every time you fail and choose to stand up again, your identity shifts. You stop seeing yourself as fragile. You start seeing yourself as resilient. Resilience is a superpower. There will be days when nobody understands your vision. Days when support is silent. Days when progress feels invisible. And on those days, you must become your own believer. You must speak to yourself with strength. You must remind yourself why you started. Because if you depend on outside validation, you will quit the moment applause disappears. Your dream requires emotional endurance. It requires mental toughness. It requires faith, not blind faith, but earned faith. Faith built on small wins. Faith built on kept promises. Faith built on the decision to keep showing up. Understand this: struggle builds depth. Depth builds wisdom. Wisdom builds power. Without struggle, you would not develop patience. Without setbacks, you would not develop strategy. Without failure, you would not develop humility. And without humility, success would destroy you instead of elevate you. Some of you are frustrated because life hasn't moved fast enough. But delay is not denial. Sometimes the waiting season is the training season. Sometimes the silence is preparation. Sometimes the closed door is protection. Stop asking, why is this happening to me? Start asking, what is this teaching me? Every obstacle carries instruction. Every challenge hides a lesson. And if you choose to learn instead of complain, you will turn pain into power. You are not behind. You are being built. And one day, the same struggle that made you question everything will become the story that inspires everyone. This is not your breaking point. This is your building phase. There comes a moment in life when you realize something powerful. Nobody is coming to save you, not the perfect opportunity, not the perfect mentor, not the perfect timing. And when you understand that, something shifts inside you. You stop waiting, you stop blaming, you stop making excuses, and you start becoming unstoppable. Being unstoppable does not mean you never feel fear. It means fear no longer controls your decisions. It does not mean you never fail. It means failure no longer defines your identity. It does not mean life gets easier. It means you get stronger. Right now, somewhere in the world, someone with less talent than you is winning simply because they refuse to quit. Let that sink in. Talent is common. Commitment is rare. The world does not reward the most gifted. It rewards the most consistent. Look at Kobe Bryant. His Mamba mentality wasn't about hype. It was about obsession with improvement. It was about waking up earlier, training longer, studying deeper than anyone else. That mentality is available to you. Not as fame, not as trophies, but as mindset. Think about Serena Williams. Countless obstacles, injuries, doubts from critics. Yet she kept rising. Why? Because she decided her standards were higher than other people's opinions. That is power. When your standards become stronger than outside noise, you become dangerous in the best possible way. You don't need permission to elevate. You don't need validation to improve. You don't need applause to execute. The moment you fully take responsibility for your life is the moment your power returns. No more blaming your past. No more blaming your circumstances. No more blaming other people. Yes, life may have been unfair. Yes, you may have been overlooked. Yes, you may have made mistakes. But from this moment forward, your future belongs to you. Unstoppable people operate differently. They control their mornings. They protect their focus. They guard their energy. They choose growth over gossip. They choose learning over laziness. They choose discipline over distraction. Ask yourself honestly, where is your time going? Because your time is your life. If you waste hours daily on things that do not build you, you are slowly trading your future for temporary comfort. Focus is a superpower in a distracted world. Every notification, every scroll, every meaningless comparison is stealing your momentum. You cannot build a powerful life with a scattered mind. You must learn to say no. No to negativity, no to low standards, no to things that drain you. Protect your vision like it is. Here's the truth most people avoid. You cannot rise while holding on to who you used to be. Growth requires letting go. Let go of old habits. Let go of limiting beliefs. Let go of the version of yourself that accepted mediocrity. Reinvent yourself if you must. You are allowed to outgrow environments. You are allowed to change your circle. You are allowed to demand more from yourself. Being unstoppable is not about aggression. It is about alignment. When your goals, habits, actions, and mindset align, progress becomes inevitable. And remember this, the version of you 5 years from now is watching you right now. That future version is either thanking you for staying disciplined or wishing you had tried harder. Decide who you want to become. Because once you truly decide, once you burn the excuses, once you commit without a backup plan, something incredible happens. You stop negotiating with weakness. You stop entertaining doubt. You stop shrinking for comfort. And you start rising. This is your transformation season. Everything begins and ends in the mind. Before success becomes visible in your life, it must first become believable in your thoughts. Before you change your income, your body, your confidence, your relationships, you must change the way you think. Because your mind is not just a part of you, it is the control center of your destiny. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm not good enough, your actions will reflect hesitation. If you constantly think, I'm behind, you will move with insecurity. If you believe, I always fail, you will subconsciously sabotage your own progress. Your mind listens to you, and it obeys the story you repeat most often. So the real question is, what story are you telling yourself? High performers understand something powerful. They guard their mindset like their life depends on it. Because it does. Think about Muhammad Ali. Before he became champion of the world, he declared, I am the greatest. People laughed, people doubted, but he was not speaking from arrogance. He was programming his mind. He was building belief before the results showed up. Or consider Arnold Schwarzenegger. Before the championships, before the political career, he saw the vision clearly in his mind. He refused to let doubt dominate his internal dialogue. He believed first, then he built. Your brain is powerful. It can work for you or against you. Every day you are feeding it through what you watch, what you listen to, who you spend time with, what you read, what you tolerate. If you constantly consume negativity, gossip, fear, and comparison, your mind will operate in scarcity. But if you feed it growth, learning, vision, discipline, your mind becomes an engine. And here is something most people ignore. Your thoughts create emotions, and your emotions drive actions. Change the thought, and you change the chain reaction. Instead of, "This is too hard," try, "This is building me." Instead of, "I can't do this," say, "I will figure it out." Instead of, "I'm not ready," say, "I will grow into it." You need to lead yourself. Leadership starts internally. If you cannot control your thoughts, you cannot control your direction, your mind will wander to fear, to worst-case scenarios, to self-doubt. That is normal, but you must learn to interrupt negative patterns. Awareness is power. The moment you catch a limiting thought, you take control back. Meditate, reflect, journal, train your focus. Silence the noise, because clarity creates confidence, and confidence creates action. Also understand this, not every thought you have is true. Your brain is wired for survival, not success. It will often exaggerate risk and minimize possibility. It will try to keep you safe, not strong. Growth requires you to step beyond that automatic programming. If you want a new life, you must adopt a new identity. Stop identifying as someone who procrastinates. Stop identifying as someone who quits. Stop identifying as someone who tries. Identify as someone resilient. Identify as someone who finishes what they start. Identity shapes behavior, and once your identity shifts, your standards rise. You no longer tolerate excuses from yourself. You no longer accept mediocrity. You no longer shrink in rooms where you should stand tall. Master your mind, and you master your emotions. Master your emotions, and you master your actions. Master your actions, and you master your results. Your mind is your greatest weapon. Train it, strengthen it, direct it. Because the battlefield of success is not outside, it is inside. If you're serious about taking action in your life, stop waiting and start now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because here on this channel, we bring you daily motivation, life-changing insights, and the push you need to stop procrastinating and start achieving. Don't just watch, take action, and let's rise together.